Good afternoon. It is Wednesday and it is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So my appointment got cancelled. That was at 4:30. So I'm just going to go about 10 minutes from my house to the Menil, which is a fantastic art museum. If you ever come to Houston, we do have some good art museums. Obviously, it's not like, like you'd get in Paris or New York or something, but we have some really good private collections. I'm pretty sure people paid for this stuff and it wasn't stolen like the British Museum. Anyway, so the Menil is always really nice. It's always a lot of abstract art, a lot of kind of like contemporary art, so that's kind of my wheelhouse. And the weather is fine. It's actually 78 degrees. I'm in a sweatshirt, stupidly. Anyway, so yeah, it's a free museum. Just go online and get a timed entry, little QR code. They have a cute little shop with some like coffee table books that you can buy. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go kill an hour because I don't want to sit at home. I was just working on my computer and I'm like, it's such a nice day. I want to go out. And yeah, I mean, you can also go, it's kind of in the opposite direction, but you can also go to like the Herman Park and go on the little train, kind of walk around there. But yeah, I think I'll just go to the Menil and then maybe go get something to eat. They have a nice little cafe there actually. Their brunch is amazing. If you like mimosas, which I don't like champagne or like any alcohol to be honest. So yeah, they have a blood orange mimosa, they used to, which I've had before, like when I was with my boyfriend at the time, but I only drank like half a glass. So I have friends that are like, well, I've seen you drink. I'm like, you've seen me with a drink, but you don't know my little tips and tricks. So it just makes me vomit. I don't like it. But for special occasions, I'll do a toast, but generally I'll either get like, if it's champagne, I'll just switch it for ginger ale, like when no one's looking. So once in a while I'll sip a sake, but it's got to be with like really good sushi. But wine makes me stupid. Rum makes me puke everywhere. I'm not a drinker. So, and if I ever go somewhere where like, somebody's ordering drinks, I'll order like a margarita, but I'll get it like a virgin margarita, but I won't tell them. So sorry for everybody that's bought me drinks and paid full price. So anyway, they were delicious and sugary, but they didn't make me all, stupid tipsy. Anyway, so I am now just going to go over to the museum for like an hour. They also have a Czech museum. They've got the Asia Society. They've got the Health Museum, the Children's Museum, which is fantastic. I think it's like one of the best, sorry, it's very bumpy right now, one of the best children's museums in the country. I think Indianapolis also has an equally amazing children's museum. And then there is the MUFA, which is the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. They have the Holocaust Museum. They've got the Contemporary Art Museum. And those are all around the same area. So this one, the Menil, closed at 7. I have no affiliation. It's just a nice place to go, especially in the summertime when it's like 11,000 million degrees and you just want to go inside somewhere. And we don't really have and we have malls, but unless you go ice skating in the mall, but other than that, there's no point, it's like walking around a mall on a hot day. I hate the sun and I hate the humidity. So ice skating is always what I do on a hot day. If I'm home, but going around museums is nice and it's free, so yay, free 99. Anyway, so just sitting in traffic. Pretty much figured I'd get over there now before the school traffic starts, since it is Wednesday, although for some reason my daughter's school ends a half day on Wednesday. It's like, I think the last Wednesday of every month is a half day. I don't know if other schools do that or other school districts. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm just gonna go over. If I have time, I might go to the MUFA, to the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. They also have a Museum of Funeral History, and I have done videos on all of these museums, so you can go back and look at those. The Museum of Funeral History is kind of interesting. They also have like some coffins from Ghana, and when I was in Ghana, we got to go to the original factory where they make these like elaborate, like Google like coffins in Ghana, and you'll see that they've got ones shaped like chickens, one's shaped like chili peppers, or there was a Diet Coke can. I was like, that's what, well, before I quit drinking soda, I was like, that is what will be buried in, is a Diet Coke can. If you get like, attacked by you know, a wild boar, you can be buried in what you were attacked by. So it's kind of ingenious, you know, so that people really remember like how you died. Well, you know, the anvil fell on her. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get buried in a coffin that's shaped like an anvil. Anyway, it's very morbid like topic, but it's actually a fun museum. They've got kind of like the Hall of Fame, like tribute section for like famous people, and then they have like all the different like cremation urns and all this stuff. So it is, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's very educational, and you can see like you know, funerals through the ages. That's weird and interesting at the same time. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of museums around here that you can go to. San Antonio though has like fantastic museums, and so does Austin. But Houston, we have our you know, hidden gems. But yeah, check out the Menil, and if you have time, check out their little cafe and their little bookstore. It's really nice, quiet museum, quite a lot of good displays, and yeah, I'll go check it out. I haven't been there in probably a year, so usually when my friends are here, I'll be like, hey, let's, you know, go check out a couple museums, go get lunch, go out to Montrose, which is like the LGBTQ area of Houston. So they've got lots of really good coffee shops like Common Bond, and restaurants. I think they have Hugo's and some other ones. But yeah, so yeah, it's just kind of my little killing time thing. I was actually just over here this afternoon, or this morning rather, after my chiropractic. I went to the British Isles, as you saw, to go get my to go get Harriet some. Where am I going? Going the wrong way. To go get Harriet some chocolate. And now I'm lost. Where am I going? Oh, I gotta go down here. Now I'm in like the fancy neighborhood, like the other fancy neighborhood on all the one-way streets, with the car that pulls out right in front of me, dude. Come on, go forward. Thank you. So yeah, I always forget, like, because Memorial or Herman Park is that way, and the Museum District is that way. So okay, cool. All right, so I will yeah, I'll just see you a little bit. You can't film, I think, in most of the museum though, only like in the common areas, not in the exhibits, but I'll show you what I can, and you'll just have to come out here and check out the rest. So there you go. All right, bye. All right, I'm here. There's the cafe. This is great, beautiful day. First time it's been over 70 degrees in about 2 or 3 weeks actually. And it's not humid, so it's kind of like a warm California day. Anyway, so I'll check out the cafe on the way back. So yeah, you just park in here for free, and all of the buildings are this gray paint, and that means that they're owned by the Menil. So it's a family that owns the collection, and I think they get donations as well. But let's go check out the bookstore before they close. This is great. So again, it's like you got nothing to do on a Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Just go drive over here. Hello.
Hello.
All right, bookstore has been done. I'm not going to buy anything. Okay, let's go in. Go check this out. I like all the kind of mind bender art that they have. It's always fun because I'm like, what does it really mean? And by the way, a word of advice: always wear your museum shoes because I've been in here with like high heels on before, and I'm just sliding left and right because I cannot walk because it's too loud. Okay, and use your museum voice. All right, let's go check this out. All right, I'm here. I just had a really good conversation with the manager lady about service dogs, because this couple tried to bring their emotional service dog in that was like wearing a little pink jacket and was barking, and it's like, you are not allowed to you're not allowed to have a service, like an emotional support dog in here. So they had to tell them to leave, and the couple was getting angry, and then the dog was like barking, and I'm like, so I explained to them like what constitutes a service dog, and that you can actually ask, you're allowed to ask things like, well, the only thing you're allowed to ask is what service does this dog provide. But anyway, so I'm here, so I can't film inside, but I can film in the like main area. So I'm gonna put my phone away. I'm gonna go check out the museum, and then yeah, catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay, so the second building, because you get to go in the main building, the second building, and then the third building. This one is Cy Twombly, the Cy Twombly Gallery, and it's always funny. It's been there for years, the artwork, but it's kind of like my daughter when she was 1.5 years old could do better art than what he created. It's just a bunch of like chalk on like chalkboard and paint splatters and stuff. But there was this tour going on, and the tour guide was like, and this represents the road and man's place in humanity. And I'm just like, cough, whatever, my kid could do better. So it's always fun. You can't take any pictures inside. So I'm going to go over here. I think this is the sketch area, the Drawing Institute, Menil Drawing Institute. This is fantastic. Who knew that Houston had such culture and some crap art? No, the other one has Magritte and Max Ernst. So it's got like kind of that surrealism. I don't know what else it's called. Kind of like the Dali type art that I like. But over here we've got the Drawing Institute, which actually is pretty interesting. And that one's the Side Toombley piece of crap. So, but it's, you know, it's the... It's not so much like a banana duct taped to a window. You know, it's like the art has to do with the, it's not agency of record, that's marketing. It has to do with like the authentication of the art. So like if Picasso just like drew a dot on a piece of paper, it would be worth millions because it's by him, not that it's like piece of shit, you know? So anyway, let's go in here in the Drawing Institute. Okay, I'm all done. I'm gonna go 7 minutes over to the MUFA, so the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. I closed at 5. It's 3 o'clock right now. So yeah, that was interesting over there. I don't know what it was, a bunch of graph paper with the same number written 9,000 times. But you know, just interpret it as you can. It's like, well, you know, it's kind of like man's struggle with his own inner self. I'm like, I see it now. Thank you for explaining. So no, I'd actually like more of just like how the art's created, like a lot of sculpture and stuff like that. Like the contemporary stuff is more enjoyable. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's more interesting like on how the like metalwork is created and how the paint strokes, like especially Magritte, like the attention to detail. That's the kind of stuff I like kind of the production value of it, not so much like what that, you know, paint splatter means. But you know, how far away from the canvas was he? Did he do a somersault before he threw the paint at it? What was his emotion that day? Okay, I'm gonna go back and go drive 7 minutes and go to the other museum for like an hour and a half. So I got me some free parking right across the street. So that's a good travel hack if you're ever in Houston. Don't pay to park. Beautiful church. I'm not a religious person, but I do like architecture. Okay, so that's the Contemporary Art Museum. The Museum of Fine Arts is really big. It's that building, and you go under the road. And then this is the Fine Arts, the Contemporary Arts building as well. I think it's further down. It used to be separate, and then they built a tunnel. So I think it's further, yeah, it's further over there. So yeah, so let's go check this out. I think an hour and a half is long enough. I also want to go ask what activities they have for kids, because Harriet really likes art, but she likes she loves her art class, but she's disappointed they only do it once a week. But she does enjoy like anime and stuff, but I want to get her into more just like learning how to do different like painting and like watercolors and that kind of thing. Just kind of get her into different like textures and substances that she can use to make art. But yeah, so all right, and then Rice University's over here, and then we're down in the Med Center. So again, it's like 80 degrees right now. It's way too hot. I'm wearing a sweatshirt of all things. So here's me and all my stupidity. Like, what am I wearing? Anyway, at least I have flip-flops on. I don't forgot if I have to pay to get in here. We'll see. I have no idea. We'll find out. Okay, so military is free, and I also got an all-access pass. I've gotten in here on media passes before, but I don't try to use that because I want to do my research for travel as like normal human as possible, like not be like, oh, look at all the special treatment I have. And I have people I've worked with that will throw tantrums deliberately to get free stuff, and that's not a normal scenario. So anyway, it's also kind of annoying and embarrassing. But let me go restroom, and then I'm gonna go check out the store, and then I'll go check out the arts. This is nice. This is fun. This is an impromptu visit. So let me check out the Kahinde, Wiley, and Archaeology of Silence. And that's what this all access pass is right here. Okay. So I got an audio guide. You can't really see it. There it is. In English. They also have it in Spanish. I don't know if they have anything like other ADA. This is great. I don't know where I'm supposed to point this to. Oh, there's one over there. I gotta find these little things on the wall and then I can listen. This is amazing. Okay. That was super interesting. So now we get into Renaissance art. Boring. Yeah, I'm not going to look at that. Oh, more Renaissance art. More people that sat for weeks on end to get their portrait painted. The leopard with the harmless kid laid down, and not one savage beast was seen to frown. Aw, he looks so happy until, like, the lion just starts attacking the pilgrims. Great. So, I'm not a fan of this kind of art. The only portraits I like is Devon Rodriguez. If you see him on TikTok, he does the portraits of people on the subway. That's what I like. But this kind of stuff, no. And of course, you know, it's a Wednesday afternoon, there's no one here. So just me with my museum shoes on. So I'm not making a loud noise. Yeah, none of this, whatever. I think these are permanent exhibits. So I think they're just space fillers. But no, I like the kind of wacky, crazy stuff. I want to get over to the Contemporary Art Museum. So it's 3:30 right now. So I'm going to skip through all this because I'm now lost. Lots of fruit bowls. They had an abundance of fruit before they got dysentery in the 1400s. Yep, not interested. Okay, let's go find something else. So if you go down, then you get to cross over underneath the road to the other side. There's a bookshop. The gift shop. So I'm gonna go in here first, and then I think we can go upstairs. I don't remember. So what's nice is when they have permanent, like special exhibits, they also have merchandise and books that you can buy as well, which is pretty cool. When they had Picasso, I got a really cool little kind of bowling bag that I've never used. So anyway, there's me. All right, let's shop around. Get a bowl of ramen. It's cute. Yeah, I want to get Harriet something. I don't know. I got her a lot of markers and stuff. The books, she kind of wants to do her own style, but she does like kind of the notebooks, empty notebooks that she can draw in. And then they've got some kids books. So this is a fantastic store. I still think like the Museum of Modern Art in New York has like an amazing store. But, you know, we do all right down here in Houston. Oh. Why you will marry the wrong person. Great. Okay. All right. What can I get for Harriet? What does she need? Notepad. I want to get her something cool, so she thinks I'm cool. Okay, I don't know what's upstairs. I don't know what's up there. Okay, upstairs is the Renaissance, like European art. So we're gonna go downstairs, go under the road. This is great. I love coming here when no one's here, when everybody's got a real job. So this is new. This used to be a cafeteria, and now it's the library. That's cool. I would definitely bring Harriet here to work on her art while we're surrounded by art. That is really awesome. And it's got one of those ladders that you can like move around and get books from the super top shelf. Yeah, no, this was the cafe. I guess they closed it. Maybe the cafe's on the other side. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna walk now. That one is closed. So that's under Crowning the North Silver Treasures from Bergen, Norway. And now we're going to walk through the, I don't know, whatever this is, over to the Mindbender side. Okay. This is fun. I gotta bring Harriet here. I gotta get her into like kind of art appreciation. Right through here. So we're going under the road right now. All right, so this is what they have now. Okay, let's go up. Okay, so I think the cafe, which I do want to go to, is upstairs. They used to have the big bamboo. So they had this big exhibit up there of like just a bunch of like bamboo. I have a picture of me in it somewhere. You could actually climb up around it. It was pretty cool. But it was up for like a few months. And this one, Winter Nights. Yeah, I gotta come here more often. I haven't been here in probably a year. The MUFA, Museum Fine Arts Houston. Okay, let me figure out where all the other stuff is. It's all up here. All right, so let's go. I don't know what that is. That's Art of Cordoba. And then we've got the some German art here. So there, oh, they got Matisse. That's pretty cool. The Origins of Fauvism. That's going to be interesting. Are they taking it down or putting it up? I don't know what he's doing. Okay, this is the Rainbow Tunnel. So when you go through the other tunnel over here, and then when you come back, you have to make a left and go through here, and that takes you to the Museum of Contemporary Art and the cafe. So if you want to go to a fantastic museum, I did a whole episode about 2 years ago in Atlanta. Their art museum is phenomenal. And the building is beautiful. The same in the Dali Museum. I also did an episode on that in St. Petersburg. And that was moved from Ohio to Florida. And that one also is just, the building is stunning. All right, here's the cafe. So it actually wasn't downstairs. I think they used to have a little one down there. I don't know. But let me go in here, see if they have anything there. Gelato. Everything's warm today. The heat is still on, even though it's 80 degrees outside. Let me see what they have. They've got really, really good food. Really good pizza. Awesome lights, like 10,000 of them. So let's see what they have. Oh, they got gelato. Cool. Thank you. All right, so I got my iced chai and I got my gelato, and I'm gonna eat. I've got two glasses of water because it's hot outside, and then I'll go explore the rest of the museum. It's got about an hour before it closes. So yeah, they have really good food. Their salads are great. Their pizza's really good. They got hot foods. Yeah, really, really good cafe. One of the best museum cafes that I've been to. I've been to a lot of museum cafes. Okay, gelato has been done. Now up more stairs to go look at weird art. This is fantastic. Oh, my legs are hurting.
I used to fall apart, lose myself and give my heart away. Come and go in shady places. I used to sit and stare. Now the light runs through my lashes. It's taken 40 years, blood, sweat and tears. You the old-fashioned way. Give me that sweet love, those warm-up kisses. Oh, well, you are the love. Life has a quirky way. Circle breaks, we find a new day. And strangers we know become husbands. Every dance has its pace, interlace, intertwine. Now you can't save time. Run along, kiss. You two will be more than pairs one day. You are the love. I can't show you how to start to find your way. I like the old-fashioned way. Give me that.
So this is Georgia O'Keeffe. I've actually been to her house, and I've also been to the museum in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's really, really cool. And then she got a lot of influence from Paladuro Canyon, which is the second largest canyon in the country, which is one of our Texas state parks, and my second favorite place. The first one is Caprock Canyons, but yeah, Georgia O'Keeffe, it's really interesting, like where she got her inspiration from, like a canyon in Amarillo, who knew? So anyway, yeah, lots of quote unquote flower pictures. Yeah, not really a flower. It's not really what she intended to be painting there, but we'll say it's a flower for now. It's, you know, it's a family channel. So this is really cool now. You can just like interactively see what each of these are. I don't think they had that before. I think they had like a, a paper catalog. That's pretty cool. You know, it's all modern. So I like all this. If I ever had a house to furnish, I would get weird furniture that you can't actually sit on because it's art. So sit on the floor. Okay, I am done. That was great. That's fantastic. I haven't seen any of these before. So now I'm going to go down just to make sure I've covered all my bases. Yeah, this is a fantastic museum and it's free for veterans. So yay me. Yeah, I'll definitely bring Harriet here, bring her notepad so she can draw, and we'll just sit on the benches and get inspiration. So she watches a lot of these animations on YouTube that are kind of really surreal, like Ina and who else? I don't know, Digital Circus, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like the type of storyline that she enjoys. But yeah, I'm just, okay, cool. All right, that's all. So nothing else to report. It's closing in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna head out and yeah, walk back on the street over here. I'm right by the car. I wonder if I can see my car out the window. Did I go in here? Yeah, I went in here already, yeah. So it's good. It's a good, nice little hour-and-a-half walk around. So I think my car is right in front of the church. Let's go see. I can't see it from here because it's frosted, but yeah, my car is right next to that red one over there. Hopefully. So yeah, I'll just walk out here and be able to go out to the car there. There's my car. One of 3 red cars on the road. So, all right. That was fun. Okay, all right, I'm gonna head home. That's it. So thank you for joining me on this Wednesday afternoon. This is what I do when my appointments are canceled. I find something else to do. So, okay, it is warm. I'm gonna go home, work on videos, do housekeeping, and I will see you on the next one. By the way, I just wanna say that as much as I want to help the environment, I hate paper straws. This entire straw is mush. It's bent and I can't drink my drink now. Aw.